One question that wives ask all the time is, how can I get in the mood for sex? After all, husband seems to have no problem being in the mood for sex, but we are a different story. So ladies, if you've ever said to yourself, I'm just not in the mood, I want you to think back of the last time that your husband wanted to have sex and you said that, thought that. What was it in your life that was preventing you from being in the mood? And I have found that is typically one of two reasons, and they both start with the letter F, and the first one is fatigue. You are just plain tired. It's not that you don't want to necessarily, or that you don't love your husband or find him attractive, but you have been at work, you've been with the children, you've been at some women's event, you've been doing some project for your son's school, play, whatever the case may be, and you are just exhausted. So how can you solve that? One thing you can do is talk with your husband about how many times a week, ideally, you'd like to be having sex together. So let's say that number is twice. Then you know that, okay, Thursday night, that's going to be our special night, and I need to make sure that I don't put too many things on my calendar on Thursday, or else I am going to be so exhausted that I won't be able to do this. So that might mean saying no to volunteering for something, or telling one of your children, sorry, we can't do like 10 bedtime stories tonight, we can only do one, whatever the case may be. And you marshal your resources to make sure that you're not too tired to make love. Because when you think of it, we give our energy, our physical energy, to many tasks throughout the day. And we've got to do the same to say, you know what, our sex life is really important in the marriage, and we've got to be able to have enough energy for that too. The second F is frustration, that you may be frustrated with your body image, and so you don't feel like getting naked in bed. And so that's something to say, you know what, one, I've got to make peace with how my body looks, and then two, what can I do to get it to look the way I want? So to deal with that frustration instead of constantly bringing that into the bedroom night after night, year after year. So deal with that frustration with your own body, and then also your frustration with your spouse. You and your husband may not be getting along well. You might have had a recent argument. What are the ways that you can mend that relationship so that when it is time to make love, you are not frustrated with each other? And that's an ongoing work, isn't it? And it goes both ways. So as you deal with fatigue and frustration, little by little, bit by bit, but moving in the right direction, you will find that you will be in the mood for sex.